Hey everybody, it's episode 5 of the final season, season 4 of Black Sails. The very last scene of the last episode, Eleanor and Flint and Silver went to a little meeting under the cover of darkness in the cave underground. She suggested that instead of having this battle that's about to happen, that she would give up everything she has and he would give up the cash. And he, tentatively, thoughtfully, agreed. Silver is not sure what's going on, and we're not sure what's going on. We don't know if we can trust Flint or Eleanor, that we can trust that Woods will agree with all of this when he gets back. I think he's pretty much back. But I guess we'll find out in this episode. Meanwhile, the ship that was on its way to, let's just say London, with Jack and Anne and all the pirates on Teach's ship, they managed to escape their captors. I think they took control of that ship. And yeah, so they're a floating element in the show. And everything else I forgot, so who knows? I'll spend most of this episode going, oh yeah, that part, oh yeah, this part, oh yeah. So have fun when I do that, and we'll just get straight into episode 5. They handed Max over to Eleanor in the fort, and potentially Thomas may still be alive, maybe, possibly. That's what we learned in the last episode. And Eleanor is pregnant. I don't know if we learned that in the last episode, but we learned it at some point, I think. Either that or I just imagined the whole thing, which is possible too. This is Silver returning from the meeting. One flint short of a basket. Hey guys, good news. Everybody's getting ready? No need. We've negotiated a truce.
And where's Flint?
Because Captain Flint has offered himself as collateral to Eleanor Guthrie inside the fort. If we breach our pledge, he dies.
What the fuck are you talking about?
As part of a bargain in which the British will be surrendering their position in Nassau.
Hello. I don't think I learned her name, then I forgot it.
There are some supplies.
Now she's just...
No one will harm you out there.
Well, she's the one that's going to deliver the message.
If anything happens to you, Flint dies. You know what to say to him. Yes, ma'am.
Your wife has gone crazy and has offered her position up.
What to say to him. I won't have him learning about it like this.
Yeah, keep your secrets to yourself. What should they gain from killing her? Nothing.
If Flint agreed to act as her hostage to guarantee the deal.
And the cash.
Are you really going to make me ask? What else did she get?
Everything?
That we would retrieve and surrender to her the cache of gems remaining from the Urca gold.
Billy won't like that. How about half of it?
And you agreed to this?
I didn't agree to anything. I trust his judgment.
He did say trust me. He didn't say, Silver, we've got to do this. It's the only option. He said trust me. Which makes me think
they're right in our path.
He's got something else in his brain about it all.
She intends to surrender her position.
What?
She has negotiated an arrangement with Captain Flint, in which he will pay for the surrender with the stolen cache of gems, retire to Port Royal for a fortnight and await her arrival.
Get us underway. We proceed. Prepare to make our landing.
My lord!
Clear away that lord!
Is the governor still approaching?
He sure is. What did you expect, Eleanor?
If I wanted to fire a warning shot, how close would I have to aim for it to be effective?
Ooh, this is weird.
How close? I'd lead her by 2 ship lengths.
This is funny. The fort firing at him. That one was closer.
She said you should trust that her commitment to you remains inviolable.
What do you say, Rogers? Wanna turn around?
Mr. Mullen! Come hard to starboard and make your course north-northwest.
Okay, that's the first obstacle overcome. Now, can we give them a cache full of bombs? Oh, and there's also Caesar. I call him Caesar. Maybe his name is Julius.
Flint just agreed to trade the cash in exchange for a complete surrender.
Controlling Nassau without the cash will be a challenge. But one I don't think can be avoided.
You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Disagreements?
This enterprise is on the verge of collapse. And it cannot withstand a fight against the governor's men right now. The damage done to this alliance was caused by Billy. It may be that the only way to repair this damage
We're gonna kill Billy?
is to remove that which caused it.
Say what you mean. Don't be...
Remove him.
Billy cannot exist alongside Captain Flint for long. Sooner or later, one or the other must go.
Jesus. You sound exactly like him.
He's gone for 2 days
Why
and
is this a problem?
she's just like Flint.
Flint's war. If it all ended and we had to walk away from it, would that be enough for you?
I would say no.
You know what? You don't have to answer that.
She's been groomed to be the leader
Send
of
Kofi to retrieve the cash.
this huge group.
Your mother will trust him.
This is a bit like Max and Eleanor in season 1. Silver's thinking of, hey, how about we skip off together and live happily ever after? Ah, worm bread. Thank you.
He's dead, isn't he? Mr. Scott, were you with him before he died?
I was.
He said, I always hated that Eleanor.
How long had he been secretly aiding them?
We're just giving closure to Eleanor's relationship with Scott in this scene.
So many goddamn men here. Too many goddamn men here.
Woods Rogers. He's really so different from the rest of us.
No, he is not. Not if you saw 2 episodes ago. Remember when Eleanor and Flint were on the same side, working towards the same goal? And only her getting arrested changed her
There's
mindset?
very little I wouldn't do to protect my wife. She has begun to believe again that disorder in Nassau is inevitable. That civilization is powerless either through lack of will or capacity to do anything about it.
Where are you going with this? Where are we sailing?
We've arrived.
My lord, where are we?
There's a lot of ships here.
If the British Empire will not aid us in fighting our present enemy, perhaps a different empire will.
Spanish? Hey dudes, wanna help us win a battle? This is an amazing shot. Looks great. I see you've got a fort too.
If they fire on us,
We're dead.
they won't fire on us. If you were them, wouldn't you want to know why?
Yeah, curiosity. They can kill them if they don't like it. Anyway, so
Juan Antonio Grandal.
she looks like she should be in Game of Thrones instead of this show. Is that Teach's head?
¿Qué es eso? La cabeza de Edward Teach.
No. Are we
Everything we've put that ship through,
salvaging a ship?
and she just refuses to die.
The walrus?
It's fucking unnatural.
A bit like Flint, wouldn't you say? Remember you were talking about him like that?
You're exactly what I'd hope you'd be.
Yeah, Billy built
A
you up.
rational man to lead Nassau. It's the first in recent memory.
Thanks, Billy. My wife says to kill you.
Trade the cash for the fort and his life. Are you honestly suggesting you'd let it happen?
I'm not going to stand by and watch while all our futures are destroyed. No.
That's the answer.
But perhaps it's worth focusing on how hard I'm working to persuade you not to make that decision. Their people need a place to call home. Here it is. And we are contemplating throwing it away to continue a war that, sooner or later, is guaranteed to end in defeat.
Plus Woods is coming back with the Spanish.
You know I'm right.
They don't know that, but Silver's got a lot of voices contending. Flint, Maddie, and Billy. All. Anybody else want to give him advice? Oh yeah, forgot about his friend.
I'm committed to Flint. I'm committed to Marty. And I know what Billy's done. And yet till so very recently, there's no one in the world I called a closer friend.
Yeah, and you sort of agree with what he wants to do. It's a tricky one.
You don't know. You don't know.
Ooh.
Why should I follow you if you don't know? I don't give a shit
Snapped
what
out of
goes
it.
on in there. Fuck Flint, don't fuck Flint. Fuck Billy, don't fuck Billy. I don't give a shit what you choose, but fucking choose. And don't make me suffer the thinking.
Thanks for your advice. His advice was just choose something.
Did you counsel him to come here?
No. But the urgency of his situation demanded it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that she was like
It was a mistake.
in with the Spanish. Nice blue ceiling. Remember the last time we saw blue in Charleston? That didn't go too well.
I think you know who I am. I think you know what I am.
I read your book.
How long before these same men turn their eyes to Cuba? To your plantations? How long before Spanish slaves are emboldened by it? And set their eyes on...
It's a good speech.
I had a younger brother once. He was a midshipman aboard of Nuestra Señora de la Encarnación. Beneath the flag of surrender,
Uh-oh.
he was butchered.
Oh, that was the story he told.
Personally.
Where he butchered the entire ship.
Am I? You are not my enemy. Because my kin tells me so.
It's a family thing.
Don't insult me by suggesting otherwise.
The pirates offered me a cache of stolen gems to persuade me
Yeah.
to surrender.
Your gems.
They're paying for their war with your money. My friends are all besieged within Fort Nassau. Once you are past the fort, I envision no confusion.
Kill everybody.
You needn't decipher anything. I'd simply ask that you burn it all to the ground.
This is what civilization is, you know? You see something rotting, just get rid of the entire thing. Just burn it down. Already starting the fire.
A ship was spotted on the horizon, approaching the rendezvous beach from the south, and flying no colours. Kofi and his men are returning.
Dude, you need to eat something.
The cache should be on the sand in a few hours at most. Flint will just keep pushing for these things. Costly things that we pay for with our own suffering. You've always known this. Sooner or later it has to end. I'll have men waiting there. I'll end it quickly.
Time to make a decision, Silver. Do you want to kill both of them? Fear for Billy's life right now? Maybe What's-His-Face could be given the order to do it? Just has to give him a little nod.
What was that?
Saying goodbye to an old friend.
Mr. Silver insists that we exit through the northwest tunnel, where we'll be escorted overland to the southern coast.
A million things could happen on the journey.
This wasn't part of the deal. If there is anyone on that beach with a desire to disrupt this exchange, I'm concerned Mr. Silver may be first among them.
Yeah, but I told him to trust me.
I'm not concerned.
Lieutenant Utley, select 6 of your men to escort us.
Yes, ma'am? 6. Who wants to die? You? You? They should always send more men. Watch your back, Billy. Watch your back. Who's this guy?
Men all in position.
They are. Once Silver gives the signal, they'll close in.
Run for it, Billy. Run for it. I don't know why I think they're going to attack Billy, but I'm always expecting the double, the switcheroo. This guy seems sad, doesn't he?
This isn't right. I can't believe I'm the only one who knows this isn't right.
Gonna come out a completely different area? Yep, completely different area. Run for it, Billy. He can take like 2 or 3 of them, but he can't take 12 of them.
But part of what you built, it worked too well. All he had to do was open his mouth, say your name. You weren't indicted based on the facts or our suspicions or your motives. He just said it. I told them I should be the one to do it.
Yeah, get away from him, dude.
But fuck it.
Oh, he's gonna stand with them?
I won't do it.
2 against 12. What could go wrong? Maybe he can give Billy time to run?
You've all forgotten your oaths. They were given to this man. To hell with all of you.
I admire this guy. He's going to die straight away, but I admire him. He's done for. He's done for.
Stop!
Woo. You got the order to stop?
Take him to the Underhill estate.
Oh, he's going to turn him over to the... Yeah, to appease them. I get it. They can do with him what they wish, because he's the reason that they all went and got shit on. Meanwhile, the search for the cash.
The cash isn't here.
Stand down. Just wait.
Hey, it's Jack. Welcome back, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
We escaped the governor's men. I didn't know if the harbor was safe to enter. What are you doing here?
It's a long story.
You want to trade the cash? My cash? It won't work.
It's done.
But it's all meaningless unless he agrees. Woods Rogers.
He left the island. He's already agreed to it.
Hey, since when is Flint so naive? He doesn't know what happened on Teach's ship.
What do you see out there?
About 50 billion ships.
I saw his bloodlust with my own eyes. He will never allow himself to be defeated by you or I. I don't know where that man went, but this I know.
This is going to be a good cliffhanger with all the ships.
Woods Rogers will be returning, and this fight isn't nearly over.
Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. There's enough. There's enough. They've got the walrus though. Can't beat that. Great. It was the ending of this episode was great. The Billy betrayal was. You could see it coming. You could see it coming, especially like the way they set that scene up. Billy out on his own. People in the background. You're like, what? Why is Billy out in the open like that? He was handily defeated by that guy whose name I don't remember. And now he's been offered as tribute, as apology, as compensation for the trouble that he directly caused a few episodes ago. Is that the end of his story? Is he going to be just killed by them? Is he going to work for them? Is he going to help them? I don't know. I don't know if there's enough episodes left to have more nuanced, detailed story with Billy. But they didn't kill him, and they could have killed him in this episode and sent his head as, apology. So I think that there will be something more with Billy. And the dude that was sent to kill him and decided to hell with it. I swore an oath to you, and all these people have been confused and forgotten, and they're just following the will of Silver. That guy, star of the episode. Absolutely. Because he knew he was going to die by taking that stance, and he did it because he felt it was the right thing to do in the time. The honorable, a friend. Regardless of what we think of what Billy's done, that dude stood by him and died for it. So, start of the episode. Flint's trust me, that didn't go anywhere. He agreed to Eleanor's terms, and completely. There was no trick. There was no extra stuff going on up there. It was just exactly as Eleanor laid it out. This is the deal. Do you accept? Yes. So, a little bit disappointed that he didn't have any counter plan. That his trust me wasn't a trust me, I've got this under control. I know stuff you don't know. It was simply a trust me, I'm making the right decision. That was it. And Silver was slapped about and told, whatever decision you make, I don't want to hear your complaining, your whining, and your doubts. I just want an order. So he made one. He decided something, followed through. And Jack is back. Good to get Jack back, and speaking sense as normal. He's the smartest person in the group, so apart from Anne. Anne sometimes has to convince him about things. But he knows the character of Woods, and he's seen it firsthand. So he knows that shit's about to... What did they do exactly against at least 10 Spanish ships? I don't know, but we'll find out in the next episode. It's not like we've got a blockade or any means to defend us. We don't even have the fort. We've got a bunch of dudes on the beach. So I think that's all I want to say until I just watch the next one, because everything that needs to be said about that episode is kind of told in that episode. There's no real hanging threads. It's all very straightforward. Very ballsy to go to that Spanish governor's lair when Woods had directly killed one of his family on that ship. So that guy has every reason to hate him and want him dead, and may take an opportunity to do that once this is over. But for now, he sees, because he's a leader, he can put his personal feelings aside, think about the actual issue. Will these pirates become my problem if I do nothing right now? And he made a decision, yes, they will eventually turn their eye towards Cuba, towards Havana. So if I snuff them out right now, I solidify my position long term. And then he can deal with his feelings for the British and Woods himself afterwards. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in to episode 5. I'll see you for episode 6, and we're going to have some sort of shit's going to go down. We've got limited resources. They do not. Unless they put all their food and arms on one ship and we just take that one out. Or maybe we could just swim. Just get pairs of swimmers on board each of the ships somehow. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next episode. Until then,